안녕하세요. 게임 놀이터입니다. 자, 스크린샷이나 영상을 보면 게임이 굉장히 멋지고 정말 막 하고 싶어요. 근데 막상 인게임에 들어가면 정말 지루한 긴 대화와 어설픈 모델링 그리고 어설픈 액션, 홍보 영상은 실제 촬영으로 이루어졌는데요. 자, 이 사람을 모델링해서 게임에 넣었는데 그 엉성한 그래픽과 모션이 게임을 하기 쉽게 만들고요. NPC한테 한번 말을 걸면 대화가 끝이 없어요. 자, 그리고 이렇게 실사로 광고 영상을 만들었는데 이거에 속지 마세요. 주인공 모습이 실제 존재하는 사람을 따라서 만든 듯한데요. 뭐랄까 B급 게임입니다. 광고 영상도 되게 웃겨요. 실제 사람이 실제 게임 속 모델이 게임을 하고 있어요. 자, 그리고 NPC들도 굉장히 뭐랄까 징글징글 맞고요. 디자인이 보기 흉해요. 또 무섭고요. 또 여자도 되게 못생겼고요. 표정 연기도 어설프고 게임에 몰입이 잘 안 돼요. 그리고 인터페이스도 디자인도 UI도 어설퍼요. 그냥 어설퍼요. 뭐 전투야 뭐 그냥 평타 칩니다. 그냥 소울 게임 따라한 거 맞고 회피하고 강치기 보통치기. 근데 스크린샷을 엄청 멋있게 올려놨어요. 뭔가 구매 욕구를 하게. 뭐랄까 이거는 뭐 사이버펑크의 뒤통수 맞은 그 느낌. 근데 얘네는 그래도 과대 광고는 안 하고 스샷으로 과대 광고한 것 같습니다. 자, 이 게임 뭐 스토리? 자, 스토리 중심형 RPG예요. 그래서 대화가 엄청 많아요. 한번 NPC한테 말 걸면은 몇 분 걸려요. 그걸 계속 읽고 있어야 돼요. 다행히 한글이라도 지원합니다. 하지만 스토리 몰입이 잘 안 돼요. 왜 그러지? 뭔 소리 하는지 잘 모르겠어요. 자, 보호막으로 외부와 고립된 변해버린 행성에서 반목하는 두 종족 사이에 놓여진 주인공의 이야기. 당신의 선택은 분쟁과 그 결과에 큰 영향을 주어 게임 플레이를 흥미진진하게 바꿔나갈 것이다. 중세시대와 SF가 어우러진 세계에서 치열한 싸움들을 경험하며 모든 선택이 그에 따른 결과를 맞이하게 됩니다. 주인공이 레벨을 올리고 스킬을 향상시켜 보스들과 싸우고 무수한 가능성을 맞이하세요. 자, 흥미진진한 스토리, 세계의 잊힌 과거를 탐구하고 게임 중 발생하는 사건들, 죄송합니다. 뒤 음모를 밝히세요. 분쟁의 이면을 통해 각자의 동기를 이해하거나 모든 것을 무시하고 세상을 불덩이에 밀어 넣을 수 있습니다. 뭐 스토리는 거창해요. 라스트 어리커의 스토리는 복잡하며 모든 퍼즐을 맞추기 위해서는 여러 차례 플레이해야 할 수 있다고 합니다. 근데 쥐가 등장하는데 보기 되게 싫어요. 쥐가 인간형으로 등장해요. 이런 게임이고요. 스팀에서도 지금 판매 중인데요. 뭐랄까 스샷하고 영상에 속지 마세요. 인게임 들어가면 실망하고요. 가격도 이렇게 정가가 45,000원인데 오마이갓. 자, 인디게임이라 그렇다고 칩시다. 뭐 게임은 뭐 언리얼로 만들었나? 뭐 언리얼로 만들었으면 그만큼 뭐 성능 구현도 못합니다. 주인공이 되게 웃겨요. 뭐랄까 게이 같아요. 머리 스타일도 이상하고 뭐 이게 SF인지 환타지인지 구분도 안 가고. 계속 게임 정보 알아볼게요. 이 게임은 2022년 10월 13일 PS5, 엑스박스 시리즈 X, 스팀으로 발매했습니다. 무려 이런 게임으로 돈은 벌고 싶은지 플랫폼은 다양하게 선택했군요. 헐. 자, 뭐랄까 세계관이 참 독특하고 이상한 게임이에요.
다시 1인칭인데요. 뭐지?
소울 게임인가봐요. 전투 방식이.
굉장히 이거
주인공은 죽음을 맞이하고 이상한 행성에서 깨어납니다. 거기서 싸우는 법을 배우고 NPC들을 만나서 이야기하고.
이제 미션이 있는데요. 호수.
자, 중세 시대가 배경이 돼요. 갑자기. 자, 우리 주인공은 세계의 파벌 사이에서 뭐
판타지 분위기에 한글까지
사이 내전이 한가운데서 그 행성에 좌초된 몇 안 되는 살아남은 인간 중 하나입니다. 몇 분 안에 무리는 우리가 불멸이 존재임을 알게 되었고, 이는 워데니아를 장악하려는 각 진영에 대해 이점을 제공합니다.
일단 계속 진행.
이 게임은 멀티플레이를 지원해요. 친구와 같이 협동, 로컬 협동, 분할 화면으로 또 온라인에서 같이 즐길 수 있어요. 또 언리얼 엔진으로 제작했고요. 자, 또 줄거리가 좀 세계관이 특이해요. 근데 얘기가 너무 많아요. 계속 그걸 잡고 있어야 돼요. 근데 이 이야기가 뭐 집중되고 몰입되는 것도 아니에요. 그리고 모델링도 엉성하고 그냥 스샷 보고 구매했다가 낚여요. 그러니까 이 게임은 저는 추천하지 않아요. 자, 그리고 모델링도 징그럽고 디자인도 징그러워요. 그러니까 징그러워서 하기가 싫어요. 게임 딱 들어가면 아 뭐야 하고 그런 느낌? 쉐한 느낌? 자, 이렇게 게임을 알아볼까요? 제목은 마지막 오리크루라는, 이름도 이상해요. 오리크루. 뭐 롤플레잉, 멀티플레이, 협동, 온라인, 싱글플레이 뭐 이 정도입니다. 자, 줄거리는 보호 장벽에 의해 우주와 격리된 부분적으로 테라포밍된 행성에서 진행되는 두 종족 간의 갈등이 한가운데 서게 하는 스토리 기반 액션 RPG. 자, 주인공의 결정은 갈등과 그 결과에 큰 영향을 미치고 게임 플레이에 흥미로운 반전을 가져온다. 모든 결정의 결과가 따르는 잔혹한 중세 공상과학 세계에서 수백 가지 치열한 전투를 경험하게 된다. 영웅이 레벨을 높이고 많은 보스 전투 중 하나에 직면하기 전에 기술을 향상시키며 전례하는 가능성에 대비하자. 화면 분할 또는 온라인 협동에서 혼자 또는 친구와 적에 맞서자. 자, 이런 게임이에요. 굉장히 캐릭터도 외국 스타일이고요. 여러분 비추합니다. 안녕히 계세요.
Can't you see they're obviously getting a raw deal here?
Well, they're rats. Nobody's gonna cook for them.
Ha ha ha. Funny. You know that's most likely why he was stealing food in the first place. Where is your sense of justice?
Are you really trying to give me a sense of justice talk because I did the right thing and reported a theft?
Why can't you be rational about this?
I honestly think we have enough of our own problems here, like finding our spaceship and getting out of here.
Oh, so now you are suddenly sure we have a spaceship.
Well, no, but it's only logical. We couldn't have just appeared here out of thin air.
Hello?
Like that guy. Great to meet you, man. Ah, sorry, my manners. It's Brian.
Silver, likewise. It's comforting to know that I'm not alone in this mess.
You're not. I'm Petra.
Silver.
Well, Silver, now you know everyone worth knowing around here.
Oh, come on. Marco? True, he is a bit of an a-hole, but he's one of us.
Great. Well, tell me everything. That spaceship, for instance.
Honestly, we don't know much either. We all got the same briefing.
Go and start paying your debt. Training. Now.
Same for you?
That's actually pretty accurate.
Right, so you'd really better go now. If Tobias sees us delaying your training session, he will get pretty pissed.
Brian is right. They take things quite seriously round here. But let's talk later. Tobias won't talk to you forever.
Can't wait. Well, let's do this. See you soon, guys.
See you, Silver. I'll be somewhere far away from this prejudiced hypocrite.
Oh, come on, can't we just...
Hey.
Hey, stranger. Sorry about Brian. How did the training go? How are you feeling? Happy to be immortal? And what do you make of all this?
Whoa, can we take those one at a time? I'm still kind of trying to figure this place out.
Oh, yes, sorry. I know I can be a bit too much sometimes. But hey, no worries. I know that feeling all too well. What do you remember? For me, there was light, and then this ugly, mushy face of some kind, then a fast flash, or maybe a reflection. And pain. And that's it. All my memories. Super hazy. How about you?
Yeah, I remember some woman screaming, and then something killed me, I guess. Sounds a bit similar to yours, actually. Which is weird. That Martis guy told me that mine was only a hallucination.
Maybe a collective one then.
No, I am serious. This might mean he knows more than he says.
Well, he surely knows more, but he's also not telling. Believe me, I have tried. I guess that's the real reason the Whiteys call themselves the Keepers.
Maybe I'll go and ask him.
Well, have fun. Good news though, he probably won't kill you. I mean, just for asking.
Probably, yeah.
He wouldn't get his hands dirty. He has Tobias for killing us softly. At least we can't really die now.
Well, that's also something I'm still quite lost about. Could you tell me a bit more about how this immortality thing works?
Yeah, I wish I could. So far, it's only the things I've learned the hard way. You die, you get revived. I have no idea why that happens and how. I also know it's the reason why the training in this place sucks so much. They don't spare us, and dying over and over isn't exactly fun.
I can imagine. I felt like shit when I woke up.
Yeah, and as far as I can tell, there is no way to remove that thing or turn it off. The tech behind it must be fascinating. I would love to have some time alone with decent power tools and an immortal volunteer. You know, do a full disassembly. Interested? Full disclosure, I'm not sure if the reassembly would be possible, since you might be dead, so...
Yeah, that's a no from me. Sorry.
No hard feelings. I'll find someone one day. Well, that's all I know. But I don't remember much in general.
What's with the training then? Are they going to throw us in a pit and make us fight? My imagination is really running wild here.
Well, sort of. We would make for mean pit fighters. No pity for us, since we can't die and whatnot.
Now you got me worried a bit more.
Nah, keep your cool. It's not that bad, once you get used to it. That sorry old guy there, that's Tobias. He teaches us how to fight with different cold weapons. Honestly, I have no idea why. He doesn't even seem to be enjoying it. Maybe you'll have better luck asking him yourself?
Well, I'm also quite blank when it comes to what happened before I woke up. Not a single bit of useful memories you could share?
Oh, not really, no. The Keepers must think I'm dumb as a rock. Funny, because my name Petra actually means rock in...
Latin, I know.
Oh, yes, right. I'm impressed. So, what's the story with your name? I mean, Silver. Seriously?
They say that's what I had written on me. Bit tacky, but it's growing on me.
Well, honestly, I kind of dig it. It's much cooler than Petra. Probably cooler than the names of everybody else.
Ah yes, everybody else. Any gossip I should catch on with?
Well, you've pretty much met everyone. It's mostly me and Brian. And no worries, normally he doesn't have his head all the way up his arse. You'll get along just fine. Unlike with the arsehole Marco, he's just the worst. I would keep away from him if I were you.
Why?
I honestly think he's lost his marbles. He has super reflexes and is a fast learner, I must give him that. That's why he quickly became a bit of a teacher's pet. And because Maltus gave him some fancy swords, he now thinks he's something better. And he's totally eyeing that magic wand Tobias has.
Yeah, a magic wand. Sure.
Of course, I'm kidding. It's a rod, some kind of advanced tech. Projects some kind of lightning. Haven't seen anything quite like it. Would love to spend a little time with it in the shop. You can get a peek in that weird shriny place right behind Tobias. Whatever makes it tick, it's a pretty damn effective weapon. Marco has only found himself on the wrong end of it so far during the practice sessions with Tobias. But he is literally dying to get his hands on it first, since he was the first one here.
Ah, interesting. So, how long have you been here?
Just a few weeks, pretty much like everybody else. Marco got here just a few days earlier. I have no idea how long the Whiteys want to keep us here, but they seem a bit stressed the last few days. So I guess something's about to go down.
What would that be?
Honestly, no idea. Maybe that vague ascension thing they keep mentioning? Maybe a war? Who knows? I just hope we'll make it out in one piece.
Did you try running away? The security in this place seems to be, well, just some thick walls, not even thick-headed guards.
What would be the point? We have talked about it with Brian. We don't know anything about this planet yet. And if somebody is willing to teach us something useful for free and feed us in the process,
How do you know they're not just using you?
well, Brian believes they aren't. I have my doubts, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Don't get me wrong, it's not exactly a holiday camp, and I absolutely hate training. But it seems like the only reasonable thing to do in this situation.
Did a pest problem get out of hand around here? I have never seen rats this big. Are they walking on their hind legs all the time?
They are fascinating, right? They keep to themselves, nice and obedient, perfect servants. I believe the Whiteys are just abusing them. I mean, they might not be super smart.
Ooh, whiteys.
No, rats, you silly. Anyway, they sure do have feelings, and I believe they should be treated with greater dignity.
So this is what that quarrel with Brian was about?
Yeah, he just doesn't understand. What's wrong with you men anyway? He's simply happy to butcher them by the dozens.
Well, I do believe in animal rights, so...
They are not animals, Silver. There's something more. I'm trying to figure out if they're a domesticated natural species, or if they were genetically engineered to be this tame.
And?
My guess is natural. Who would breed such things? It's just a hunch, though. No scientific backing for my hypothesis. If you find out anything yourself, I'm all ears.
This might sound weird, but I kinda like you, so I will just give it my best shot.
Oh? I'm all ears.
Well, any ladies around here?
Ouch! You mean apart from me?
Well, that came out wrong, didn't it? I had this vision, you know. There was this, I don't know, entity, called itself Lady of the Lake.
Oh, like from the old legends?
Yeah, but she looked all shiny, like some sort of robot.
Huh. Shiny. Yeah. Curious. I mean, no. Doesn't really ring a bell. And I haven't heard the Whiteys talking about any ladies, nor lakes.
Well, never mind. The message was all distorted anyway. Noisy, grainy, and glitchy. Didn't make any sense.
That's strange. Maybe there's something wrong with your belt then.
Curious that you'd bring that up. That's also what Maltus said. But how would the belt and the vision be connected?
Me and my technical brain. Always jumping to conclusions. Just forget I said anything. It's probably nonsense anyway.
Right.
I guess when it comes to ladies, you're stuck with me.
Yeah, ladies and their secrets.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of wrestling, but you'll probably need a sword for the training. The armory's just over there, around the corner.
What's with the training then? Are they going to throw us in a pit and make us fight? My imagination is really running wild here.
Well, sort of. We would make for mean pit fighters. No pity for us, since we can't die and whatnot.
Now you got me worried a bit more.
Nah, keep your cool. It's not that bad, once you get used to it. That sorry old guy there, that's Tobias. He teaches us how to fight with different cold weapons. Honestly, I have no idea why. He doesn't even seem to be enjoying it. Maybe you'll have better luck asking him yourself? Personally, I'm a huge fan. The armory's just over there, around the corner.
A bit nipper. Not told more coming. Master's messy. Looking for sword?
Talking rats? Right. This probably can't get any weirder. No offense, just never heard a rat talk before. They told me...
They send pups for sword. Looking for sword?
Probably. I should get something to train with.
Yes. They not want you to destroy good blue steel, master. They give bronze first. Not as good metal, but master takes.
Edgy, slim, and with a tan exactly my type. How did you know?
I give you best fun I have. Only one bronze left, so it easy. The same for complimentary shield.
Complimentary? That's a complicated word.
I did not say, master.
You did?
Must heard somewhere. Sorry. Naboru took straight, master. Now, sword one hand, shield another. And go train with other pups. Hope you be better than they.
What did you mean by messy masters? They seemed rather strict and uptight.
I not say that. Master's good, yes? Not say one thing, doing another.
Help me out here. Are big rats capable of irony? Are you trying to tell me something, you rat fink?
Big rats, big iron. We like iron, yes. We make iron nice and sharpy and pointy to slice and stab. You will see. Tobias will see.
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that sounded like a threat to Tobias.
No threat. I not say. Shh. But Tobias not nice to us. We not like Tobias. He tortures. He kills. He proud of that. I swear on fiery prophet Marvius, he bad.
Oh, and here he seemed quite friendly to me.
Maybe because you not under our skin.
What?
You have no fur.
Oh, right.
Last of the Oricru. Oh, lowly. I always forget. I shouldn't.
Never mind. Just call me Silver.
Noted. Sorry you had to suffer the smell of those stinky rat arses along your way, Ascended One. We're short of hands these days. I'm Tobias. My meager self will be responsible for your training. We will follow standard protocols and have you ready shortly.
Right, that dreamy, glowing stick behind you will be a part of the training too.
The mighty rod of lightning? No, it certainly will not. I might not be the most competent teacher, but I can tell the limits of my pupils. And I will make you die with some dignity. Not just by accidentally frying yourself. Let me know when you're ready. I'll provide you with one lucky spa rat.
I'd rather not die at all. So, training. How do we start?
I see you have a sword and shield. Your proactive spirit is appreciated. Ready your weapons and I'll provide you with a spa rat to kill.
Sword, shield. I feel ready. And silly, but mostly ready.
Good. We'll follow the protocol and start easy. This is just a warm-up. More of an execution than a fight. That rat shit was stealing in the kitchen. Use it to find out how sharp your sword is.
Wait a minute, I thought you said spar rats, like in a non-killing practice sparring.
You are funny. It's just... Let's commence with your lesson. Rule 1. Blows are best to be avoided. Perception and planning. Rule 2. If you can't avoid a blow, use your shield for protection.
That's it.
Learning by doing and dying is my credo. Just don't forget to use your sword to deliver the execution. Hey, convict. Execution time. Curious style, but you have delivered results. Let us proceed. This one took part in the previous uprising. It is strong, vicious, has the blood of many innocents on its paws. Looks clumsy, but beware, they have trained him well.
Who did?
That Ratkin renegade scum, hiding in their stinking volcano, killing our kid. They all deserve to be executed. Start with this one. Learn as much as you can in the process.
Yeah, sounds like a great learning experience.
Use all the skills you've acquired in a previous sparring session and focus on using the rolls to avoid stronger attacks. Here's a little healing help. Practice using it sparingly.
I don't feel ready.
Then make yourself ready. Time is scarce.
Well, dying with dignity doesn't sound like a great learning concept. Why don't you quit teaching if you think you suck at it?
Oh, cheeky. I was like you once. Runt of the litter. I had to fight more to get what I deserved. It forged me. Made me strong. A survivor. Still, my warriors are long gone. I'm old, tired and mutilated. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. Best I can do is to make sure you won't be dying too often.
So, this reviving thing, how does it actually work?
From the partial data we have gathered during our experiments, we conclude that if you die, it creates some sort of anomaly. Every living being resets to the state it was before you died. Even the rat.
This immortality thing seems to be more complex than I thought. Good news for the spa rat, though, right? He gets reborn too.
It might, or not. In some cases, the beings do not come back to life. We have inconclusive data sets from your peers.
And?
And that's it. They're inconclusive. Your peers described blue walls, supposedly a force field of some kind, completely invisible to us. One might extrapolate that the field disrupts the resurrecting effect for those not being merged with the belt of immortality.
Oh, this is getting a bit insane even by the local standards. I mean, like, whatever. What should I do?
Conclude your own research.
That glowing stick. Can I at least touch it?
Absolutely not. It's extremely dangerous. This sacred weapon can be handled only by a fistful of chosen ones. Not a single one of you is ready yet. Petra's not trying hard enough, Brian lacks imagination, and Marco, well, I have my reservations.
That's too bad. Maybe I will be the chosen one.
We'll see after a few good deaths. Making that rat's suffering greater by postponing its execution, Silver. Respect. But you really need to proceed. We are in a hurry, Mark.
I don't really feel like taking lives, but it's not like I have a real say in this. Let's get this over with.
Down with it.
Move! I said move, you overgrown rat!
I feel rejuvenated. That serves that child-eating monster right. The soul of my poor niece can now ascend in peace. Well done, Silver. You'll be ready for the cradle and Livel soon.
What cradle? And who is Livel?
Oh, lowly. Me and my premature informing. Focus. We will discuss the fortress later. First, something to restore your health. You'll be in dire need of it very soon. Now it's time to commence the real training. You will need some real weapons for that. Get them at the armory and come back.
I might actually like to know what we are training for. Like, is it just for your personal vendetta? Is there a war going on, or what?
You're training to stay alive. That's all I usually say. I appreciate your spirit, though, so I'll be up front. You can't die. Such is the power of your belt. But do you see those rat pests around? Some of them got away and went wild. They started a strange fire cult. They hunt our people for meat and nibble them alive, even children. Or especially children. You know, tender meat, juicy bones. My niece disappeared like that.
Sorry for your loss. How old was she?
Not important. But the rats are abominations. We suspect they might attack. I suppose you don't want to be served on a skewer anytime soon. They could gnaw your meat, piece by piece, and let the missing bits grow back. It might take weeks before you would die and be reborn. So, yes, you train to stay alive, but also undigested. And to help others keep their bodies intact too. So, do your best. Even though probably it won't be enough.
Fantastic.
Could you simply follow the procedure? Collect your weapons at the armory.
Hey man, sorry about that little show with Petra. Women, you know. Feelings, irrational tempers. Normally we're really tight, you know.
Hey, no worries. I'm not here to judge you.
Great. Honestly, I feel enough pressure already. Anyway, I suppose you have plenty of questions.
Yeah.
Too bad, 'cause I don't have many answers. I guess the keepers do, Multus and his boys. But they prefer to keep for themselves. So I just focus on the training.
What do you know about those belts we have? Maltus didn't tell me much.
Well, I know they do work. I've died quite a few times already, and look at me, up and running. The same goes for Petra and Marco. It seems that dying is the human thing to do here.
I'd say nothing human is alien to me, but this has alien written all over it.
Yeah, but why worry about it when it works? Better than being dead, that's what I say. I think Petra tried to fiddle with the belts, but didn't find out anything useful. She should have spent that time training. Practice makes perfect, you know. But she just keeps complaining about killing the rats instead. If you ask me, you can't make a good training omelet without breaking a few necks, right?
What's the point of all that practice and perfection?
Well, I don't know. The Naboru are good at keeping their secrets secret.
Well, Tobias told me the Ratkins will eat us alive over and over if we don't train. Is that true?
If he says so, I would believe him. The rats do look vicious, but honestly, I have no idea. They never told me that. Multus just bosses me around with no answers, and the only thing that Tobias has been willing to share with me so far is their swordplay skills. He does have a lot to pass on there, I must give him that. He might be an old guy, but he can teach you a lot.
Really?
Don't let the looks and the attitude fool you. He's tough as a rock, that fellow. From what I've gathered, he fought in some war with those stinky giant rats they keep around his service. He lost his right hand in battle, he claims, then killed another dozen of them single-handedly. Very dry sense of humor, that guy, and sharp as a tack. If you can keep up with him, he'll get you trained in no time.
What if I'm not into fencing? Is there anything more useful to do around here? Any lakes, for instance? Like to swim and keep fit?
Lakes? That's a weird question.
Is it? Well, I had this visioned and... Never mind, it's probably nothing.
Ah, a vision. Well, lucky you. I guess I certainly didn't have anything like that. Nope. Only scattered memories that make no sense whatsoever. But hey, no worries, we're all equally lost here. No voice inside our head to guide us or whatever. Anyway, if there was anything else to do, I'm certain the Naboru would tell us. It seems that it's in their best interest to prepare us for whatever is coming.
Any idea what that would be?
As I've told you, I don't have many answers. Another war with those annoying rats would be my first guess. Maybe they've told Marco something. They seem to trust him most. They gave him those high-quality swords and promised him a bright, flashy future. Anyway, given how disturbed they seem recently, I'd say we'll find out soon enough.
Why don't you ask Marco then?
How to put that? Well, Marco certainly has a lot of skills. People skills are not among them. I would rely on him when it comes to killing. Other than that, he's a bit too much. You'd probably have better luck with Maltus himself, but still, I wouldn't keep your hopes high.
Well, I'll have to take your word on that. I'm still figuring out the ins and outs of this mess. I should probably really carry on with that training thing. Thanks for all your input.
No problem. We're in this together.
So, what do we have here? 103081. 7AW. Well, pretty sure that's not a distilling ship hull classification, so some dates, probably? And this would be Naboru, I guess. All pale and boring, even while probably celebrating. Although, using computers, communicators, this doesn't add up. Actually, this whole scene looks pretty high-tech, like a new spaceship launch party. Or an open house at a new research base. Which is crazy, so either it's not Naboru, or this place was buzzing with technology back in the days. Curious. Well, it certainly isn't buzzing now.